Now, you guys voted for the lady after she said, and I quote, she is not giving us a dime. But see how y'all went, y'all voted for her first, and then y'all went back to the table and told her.
Sis clearly missed the memo on how quotes work. Like das, not even what the woman actually said. A quote means exactly what came out of somebody's mouth, word for word, not your remix. So stop the games. What's up, y'all? It's your girl posted up. Go ahead and smash that like button, hit subscribe, share this with somebody who needs a laugh, and jump in the comments. I need to know your take on the foolishness I'm about to break down. Now let's talk about it. Is it just me, or did somebody really do Tiffany dirty with that wig placement? Like, I didn't catch it at first, but going back through this footage, something always felt off, couldn't place it. But now I see it. That hairline, baby, that thing missed the meeting completely. It's still circling the block. And I'm not even trying to be mean, this whole video right here. It's giving full-blown dictatorship vibes. The energy she was putting out that day, unhinged, unchecked, unbothered. So I had to pull this clip out the vault and walk y'all through it. Look, maybe I'm having too much fun for this to be a normal breakdown. This might have needed to be alive, but hey, y'all tell me in the comments, what's the verdict on Tiffany's new look? Type 1, if you think it's giving bold and bare. Type 2, if you think it's giving sis, are you okay? I'm just saying some things in life are too important to gamble on. Like and running a town, they can hit my line at 675-309, or reach out to Keith Freeman. I don't walk around reciting sales numbers off the top, but anyone from our crew will give the board whatever answers they need. Let's keep it real, folks. In Dalton are out here doing their job.
All right, as relates to anything that happens here at the Village of Dalton, when we send out the warrant list to the Board of Trustees, it is 24/7 that you work as an elected official. If you get it late on time, you still have time to reach out to myself. As I stated in several meetings, call my phone. I work 24/7. My phone is never off. If a board member has a issue, a debate as relates to a warrant list up here, as relates to a Monday, you stated that Monday you don't have time to reach out to talk to a department head. You do. You can call Keith Freeman. He is always available. And matter of fact, in our email, we stated if anybody has questions over the weekend, we are all available to answer any questions that the board may have. What I don't like is we get at these board meetings and we grandstand on things that we could have got answers to before we got here. And then it looks like we're just debating and fighting amongst each other.
What all the grandstand?
Everybody would. Again, my cell number is 708-297-6859. You guys can reach out.
And it's out of pocket for this board to suddenly decide on this particular day that certain employees won't get paid just because somebody didn't get their way. That's not how responsibility works. These people showed up, they handled business. And their pay shouldn't be used as some kind of petty bargaining chip in board drama. We made the motion, got it seconded, adjusted some things on the warrant list and, yeah, there's still discussion left. I know some folks still want to weigh in. Trustee 1, your remarks are on the record, and we appreciate the clarity. Let's not spiral into a never-ending loop. We'll take the roll call and move this forward. But I gotta be honest, something's not sitting right. We passed an ordinance saying the board has to approve all hiring and firing. That rule is not being followed. I shouldn't be seeing bills with Saturday and Sunday dates on them. We just got the payroll reports yesterday. How am I supposed to track what's being spent? That's a transparency problem. And for the record, this ain't personal, and it's not about targeting any employee. It's about our duty to oversee public money. I had to chase down Keith Freeman on a Sunday to get info I should have had Friday. That's unacceptable. We need systems that actually work. This ain't about trying to make anyone look bad. It's about handling business the right way, because when budget season rolls in and everything's blown past its limits, guess who takes the heat? Us. So if our authority as a board keeps getting ignored, then best believe we gotta plant our feet. And real quick, just to echo what Trustee Steve said earlier, this chaos could be avoided if folks would simply stick to the schedule. I'm thankful to anyone willing to talk through things, even on a weekend. But if we had clear structure and people actually respected the process, we wouldn't have folks getting burned out or critical info showing up at the last second. That's all I'm asking. Follow the plan, meet the deadlines, and then we can actually work together without turning every meeting into a circus. Before we vote, let me just say this for the record. If y'all had those documents on Friday, you could have called me, or Keith. Doesn't matter if it's day or night. Public needs to know we don't clock out. I keep my phone close, and Keith's always reachable. We work around the clock, so if the board has questions, just call. That's simple. Now, hold up, does Kamal know about all this? You been chatting with that man a lot lately? I'm not saying you can't have conversations, but last I checked, Kamal was supposed to be your only one on the side, right? That's you, Tiffany, you the side piece. And in case your memory's short, I've said this before, he's married. Married. You even went on the radio claiming he's been trying to get divorced for 4 years. Girl, for years. That man ain't trying. That man is trifling. You bagged yourself a walking red flag. You know how I know he's not serious? Because after 4 years, homeboy still ain't filled out the paperwork. That's not effort. That's laziness. That's failure. That's your boo. That's your Mr. Can't Get It Done. Why would you want that in your life? I mean, really, sis, you could be out here doing your own thing, running the show, living bossed up. Why let some half-baked side dude drag you down? What's he really bringing to the table? Is it just a prop, a distraction? You already know he ain't got no moral compass. He's not even navigating life. He's out here like a bust lab rat chasing crumbs, and you were supposed to be the one chasing the bag. Instead, you became the bag. Woo. But hey, do you, sis? I still got a little bit of hope for you. Y'all already know what time it is. Go ahead. Smash that like, hit that subscribe, and get cozy, 'cause we got some things to unpack. It's your girl in the chair. And listen, this one right here, oh, it's spicy. So grab your snacks, and let's get into it. First off, somebody needs to send a group text to the folks in charge. Because clearly, we're still doing messy politics at full volume. This whole situation, it's got more plot, twists than a telenovela. But instead of drama on screen, we're watching it unfold in real time in Village Hall. And let me tell you, the performance is loud, the wigs are louder, and the accountability, still stuck in traffic. Let's start with the basics. If folks just did what they were supposed to do, hold the meetings, follow the process, and stop grandstanding for the camera, half of this wouldn't be happening. Every time someone screams, "We didn't get the paperwork in time," or "This report just showed up," I roll my eyes. Why? Because the info been there. It's on Viewpoint. Every bill, every payment, every receipt, tap in and read. You've got time to make speeches, but no time to open the app. Be serious. Clerk Key even said, it need help. Call 708-297-6859. She'll walk you through it, step by step, like it's a Sunday school lesson. But nah, people would rather point fingers than press play on a tutorial. Now let's talk about this whole land bank situation. Everybody was down for it, voted yes, like it was hotcakes on sale. But when it's time to extend that same energy to programs that help residents directly, crickets. The mayor standing there like, I got the paperwork, I got the plan, but don't ask to see it. Just believe it's real. Like we're supposed to be trusting folks on vibes alone. Ma'am, this ain't Hogwarts. Show the receipts. The thing that really gets me. Y'all voted for someone who literally said she wasn't giving y'all a dime. A quote means word for word. And that ain't what was said. If you're gonna quote somebody, do it right. Don't remix it mid-meeting. Then there's this so-called Black by Black program. It's supposed to be for the residents' houses for $1. $5,000 fixer-uppers. Sounds great, right? But the details. Who? You gotta show proof of $20,000 in funds. Be a licensed contractor. Pass inspections. And oh yeah, do all the work within 90 days. And if you don't, you lose that $1,000 escrow like a game of hot potato. It's giving investor Hunger Games. And speaking of inspections, listen to this. The mayor allegedly had a house full of mold, rats, and literal sewage flooding the basement. But instead of fixing it, she sends her little homegirl to give it a pass like it's a school project. Meanwhile, a mother and her kids living in that mess. Also, she could keep collecting rent. Girl, what in the slumlord savagery is that? And you know what? That brings me to the hairline. Yeah, I said it. That hairline is punishment for all. The mess, pulled back so far, it's on a spiritual retreat. I'm convinced it's hiding from the nonsense. If karma had a GPS, it would have dropped that hairline off 2 blocks behind the truth. Now don't get it twisted. If you're trying to be an investor, the rules are tight. You can't rent it out. You can't flip it to Section 8. You gotta sell it. The village takes 25%, and you pray the house ain't sinking. Literally, one person got a private inspector, found rotten joists, and a whole foundation collapse waiting to happen. Tiffany, don't buy that house. Now let's talk about the $5,000 homes. These are supposed to be for Dalton residents, right? You gotta live there 5 years, finish repairs in 90 days, get to inspections easy, right? Wrong, 'cause guess who's holding up the permits? Tiffany. So you stuck, can't work, can't pass inspection, and then she swoops in like the foreclosure fairy. You see the game yet? This is what happens when you elect a dictator in lipstick. She takes all the credit when things go right, but throws everybody else under the bus when it goes left. I did this, I did that. Girl, the only thing you did solo was block progress. Everything else was a team effort. And for real, drop your thoughts in the comments. Do you like Tiffany's new forehead forward hairstyle? Or should she'll bring it back down to earth like Eddie Winslow's Edge Up from Family Matters? You already know the reference. Don't act brand new. Anyway, we're watching the downfall in real time. I just hope when they finally cuff her up, they bring an inspector to somebody who'll crawl under the foundation and find the truth. 'Cause we tired of guessing. Smash that like, hit that subscribe, And I'll see y'all in the next one. Flame, flame. Yup, yup, yup.